Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Robert Doyle here. So happy to be with you. We're going to be talking about Morpheus Network today. Morpheus is actually a really low cap gem in my opinion. Where this thing can go, where it can grow, how it can help the utility in the supply chain world, what's happening with Morpheus, and a little bit about the team. Please subscribe. We can only grow the channel with your help. And since you're here listening to me anyways, I assume you like the content. Appreciate you liking and subscribing. So let's take a look at Morpheus. The website does not like to load on Firefox or Brave, so I'm here on Chrome, and then I'm going to move over to another browser. But I'm here on the About page, right? You got the main website here, Morpheus.network. I do believe they are updating this website. It's going to take some time. They're working on it. But of course, you got the About, Team, Integrations, Token, Roadmap, News, and Contracts. So let's see About, right? So About, right? Supply chain decentralization. So let's talk about what Morpheus actually is, guys. Morpheus Network was built to make logistics easier using blockchain technology, combining the most brilliant minds in global trade. Information, security, blockchain, artificial intelligence. Morpheus Network aims to fix the inefficiencies that the World Economic Forum has identified as a 15 trillion US dollar industry, guys. Okay, so modern solutions. What are these solutions that are helping fix supply chain issues? That's a great question. Thanks for asking that. Automation. Auto contracts drive the supply chain with predetermined automated work contracts, shipping with customs and documents, as well as fast international payments over 1,600 banks globally. You have multi-flow payments, guys, and this is really what it is, because when you have global trade, what slows down global trade is the SWIFT network in the old financial system, right? You transfer money to somebody, takes several days to get through that bank, then several days out the other side, and then if they're transferring stuff back, it's just time consuming. With Morpheus, you can use the Morpheus token to buy and facilitate trade. So you don't have to wait for those banks to process those payments. So that's going to be crucial in the wars ahead of the supply chain industry, right? Right now we're dealing with crazy inflation because of money printing, because of supply chain issues and gas and war, and there's just not a lot of good stuff coming out. And so something like this is going to help fix the bleeding broken system, right? Integrations, the platform runs blockchain agnostic and compatible with any blockchain infrastructure company wishes to use. For example, two companies can leverage all platform benefits without the same blockchain infrastructure implemented. Ethereum Hyperledger. If you have two companies using different solutions, they got you, no worry. Morpheus Network can work with you and get everything going. It's pretty cool. The layering of new and existing technologies, legacy or blockchain, further enables supply chain automation. Integrations include utilizing FedEx's tracking technology to simplify shipment arrivals, or Ripple as a settlement objective in a supply chain contract, guys. It's a pretty important project, right? About us at Morpheus Network, we intensely focus on helping companies and government organizations remove barriers to optimize and automate their global supply chain operations. Our team and global network of partners have extensive experience in implementing cutting-edge solutions leveraging our breakthrough supply chain platform. All right, breakthrough. We help clients maximize revenue through digitization and process automation, protecting sensitive data and untangling complex issues with legacy supply chain while delivering effective, equitable, and efficient global trade solutions. That was a lot to say. So that's Morpheus. We got this. Let's take a look at the team. These are two founders, Danny Weinberger and Noam Eppel. They actually had this whole idea and they wrote it on a napkin, and I'm actually kind of strange. Hopefully I can find that tweet. I did a Sensei chat yesterday with my community on Morpheus. I went through like an hour worth of Morpheus content for everybody. Those Sensei chats are just for Cryptonaires members. We talk about real utility, we talk about real project, and so this is definitely something that you should be paying attention to. So let's take a look at where we're at right now with Morpheus. $81 million market cap, guys. Okay, when I'm looking at something like this, I'm looking like what competes with this, right? A competitor in the supply chain industry, VeChain, right? That's a solid competitor. They're at $1.66 billion, right? So right now we're at 88 billion. If Morpheus had the same market cap as VeChain, you're looking at what is that? 10x is 800, so it'd be a 20x from here, guys. 20x from here, man, you're $30+ as far as payment goes, right? Because you have low supply, 47 million circulating supply, 99% are circulating. So you really like to see it, guys. There's a lot of upside here. You can actually run a node with Morpheus. You just need 1,800 tokens right now, like $3,200, guys. Rewards per year from those nodes are about 324. I think it's like 18% or something like that. So you get about 324 tokens, right? Obviously, at $1.71, this is not going to change your life. But if Morpheus has these connections, they grow the company, everything goes good, this could be a multi-billion-dollar asset and project, and that would reflect in the price. I don't really like to promise the world because I don't know, guys. I'll be 100% honest. I look for utility. I look for good teams. I look for partnerships. I look for stability in the market. This kind of ticks those boxes, okay? If this $1 billion, 12, 13x from now, you'd be sitting above $20. And at that price, if you're making $320, you're making like $6,000, $6,200 a year in passive income. And I do think this could very well do 100x over the next couple years, guys, because like you said, the supply chain is a huge problem. You'll see some businesses here that need it, and there's a lot of businesses that are not even using these new technologies yet, and that are going to be coming into the space over the next couple of years. Danny Weinberger actually is pretty impressive, guys. He used to work for the United Nations, or present United Nations Economic Commission and Europe Trade Facilitation. So this guy already has contacts all over the world, right? Working for the UN. It's pretty incredible what this gentleman can bring to the table, and be him and Gnome looking pretty hot right now with what they've built. I'm gonna try to get in touch with these guys, see if they'll come on for an interview and a chat. Let's talk a little bit about some partnership, and I'll get through this for you guys. Morpheus Network integrates Polygon and streamlines supply chain operations. Polygon is a fantastic solution, a layer 2 solution to help out with processing transactions on Ethereum and doing some other things. You'd love to see partnerships. Polygon, IOTEX, another partnership. They implemented the technology into the Pebble system for IOTEX. This is really cool, guys. This kind of sums up Morpheus in a little button. So you got suppliers, manufacturers, logistics, transportation, retailers, consumers, and then here you have raw materials and finished products. So everybody really doesn't talk to each other on the same system. This supplier has a different system, that manufacturer has a different system, and everything's broken. When I try to speak to somebody in a different language and I don't know that language, I can point and but you really can't communicate unless you have common language and common knowledge. So that's what this is designed to do, right? Go into any kind of system, everything is going to be working together, and so I get a symbiotic relationship with the project, and all the retailers, all the suppliers, everybody can see on the same system where goods are, where they're tracked, and you can really farm to table where those goods have been, right? Where they were stored, all this kinds of stuff, right? Everything's coming to the blockchain, which is really cool. This is what I was saying earlier, guys. 50% of organizations are yet to prepare for active roadmap for the digital transformation, guys. If you haven't been following the channel and watching like my XDC videos, you're crazy. Go back and watch those. If you are not watching what's happening with XDC and XRP right now and how they're trying to digitize trade with XDC, you need to get on that. I got a couple of videos. Hopefully Cass will link one below. If not, I will yell at him. But you really should be paying attention to XDC. And then you have RFID, a remarkable business tool that helps businesses accelerate processes, reduce costs, enable end-to-end tracking, and aid decision making. Okay, so this is only growing. This is only getting bigger, and it's just going to go sooner or later, guys. Sooner or later. Outside North America, Asia was the worst affected due to global supply and distributions, guys. And a lot of this comes from China, right? China has a COVID policy where, if a couple of people in a city have COVID, they shut down the whole city. China's also having issues with factories having energy, right? There's a huge drought in China right now, and a lot of their power stations work on hydro. And a lot of these factories can't even get power to work, and so goods are backed up even further. Having some of these supply chain solutions are going to help speed up everything. If you want some good information, guys, there's a great 10-minute, 11-minute read here, or you can listen to it. If you don't feel like reading, just hit that button and just. But this is an AMA that they just did. Dan Weinberg just did a couple days ago, and it has a lot of great questions and answers. For the sake of your time, I'm not going to go ahead and read them all to you, but this is a good thing. If you just look Morpheus Network News, it'll come up on Google, okay? And check this out, guys.
Across the supply chain, as organizations lose track of products and paperwork, there is no immutable record shared amongst all parties to track the origins of an asset to determine authenticity and quality.
Now, supply chain is the most fitting use of blockchain technology. What supply chain can do is basically, there's so many transfers that go on with supply chain when it comes to customs documentation, different payments, different shipments around the world, and having these all written on the blockchain and being able to reconcile the entire history of your company's processes is just unbelievable.
Just kidding.
On top of the obvious benefits
not that type
of
of club.
utilizing a blockchain-based system with immutable data and ledger of all transactions and movements, each inefficiency in traditional global trade can be
When they're filming this, the guy just pretend you're saying something and point this way and point that way, right? If you ever shot something like this, you know that they're doing bullshit. I just think it's funny though. It's good acting. It's good acting.
optimized by leveraging blockchain technology, including sharing and storing original digital compliance documentation, as well as instant and cost-effective global remittances.
We're creating a trustless global trade ecosystem. This eliminates third parties by not needing to use centralized systems in order to transfer around your funds, as well as using centralized systems when it comes to the documentation. So you're skipping by having to send your funds, for example, to a banking institution, to send it to another banking institution in order to pay your global trade partner. Instead, you're dealing peer-to-peer directly through this global trade ecosystem, sending them the funds directly, eliminating all the extra fees involved, eliminating the extra time involved as well, and really smart setup.
The Morpheus Network is a full-service global automated supply chain platform for the global trading industry utilizing blockchain technology, employing an expert team with some of the most heavy hitters in global industries.
When it comes to growing the team, you need experts in different areas. We're obviously developing a supply chain platform that's dealing with blockchain technology. So when it comes to having Roger Crook, former CEO of DHL on the team, supply chain project, we talk about all the different supply chain processes all the time. There's some creative aspects of supply chain. If everything was smooth and easy, then it would be easy for everybody. But the creative aspects is when something goes wrong. And me and Roger talk about all these different aspects that could go wrong in supply chain and how our platform would deal with it. And then when it comes to Charlie,
So guys, they have a solid team, they have a solid project. I'm very confident in this project going forward. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I don't have a fancy plaque behind me saying that I graduated from some fancy school with a degree in telling you how to spend your money. I'm just a random guy, documenting my journey through crypto, and my journey has taken me here to Morpheus Network, and I'm going to partake some in. I want to run a couple nodes here and get those going because passive income is my thing, and I'd love to just kick my feet up and talk into this camera at random intervals and educate you and educate myself. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. Share some love. Peace out.